Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, OG versus Viking GG, ready to go.
He's very comfortable in those type of games where he knows he's just gonna be able to have a free time. If they get to a mid game, he gets that, and it's just over.
OG, they're gonna get first blood on Toby. They're chasing him down. They're playing Slaughter. Not too far at all behind that of mid-1. Mid lane, Topson and Boom both getting very low. They're popping the fairy fires. They try and go for one another. That tornado is going to do it. It is Boom able to get the solo kill onto Topson. Will get himself killed off there for the quick.
They have a Ricky mid, so you know that Topson's going to look to get very active around the map. They're going to look for an early mech timing on 7 to really press the issue.
They're diving in here past the tower. No doubt. Trying to get it on Toby and Aramis. Got enough damage on the two of them. They're going to look towards the Mirana, but Leap's still available for Aramis, so he's fine. Toby's actually trying to run back in the setup. He goes back in to get the crush setup. Boom to be here. TP's in, gets the kill on mid-bottom. Fantastic moves there from Toby.
Blink on Slaughter. Toby is coming in.
He's chasing. What they could do here, looking for Saxa. Saxa's out with the snowball, dodges the EMP, but the cold snap's down. Toby closes the gap. Saxa, in fact, Toby's got bigger things in his sights. He jumps over towards Seth, the Haunts out as well. He's looking for this Enigma. They found Saxa. Shad haunts in on the front line. He's chasing down OG. Ready to try to turn around the overthrow. Launch down the two of them. Boom and Shad in trouble. Is now the fire from mid-1. It's too much. Takes out the Spectre, turns over towards Aramis. Aramis having to leap away. They're very, very low here. Viking losing another as Boom will fall. Topson 7 Motel continuing to chase. A jump across over towards Aramis. Aramis trying to hide. Sep's got the control onto Celery with that Malefice. Aramis will be able to leap down into the river and TP away. A crush from Toby in an attempt to keep Sep off. Celery is there, but it's not enough. There's a Spark Wraith down on the map as mid-1 cleans up Celery.
And you see mid-1's build. He knows the next item he needs to go is the BKB, so that he can just distance himself or just, you know, hold his ground around his team versus that Spectre who commits on him as to find the Invoker.
Straight up towards top. Shad's got to be careful. They're going to hunt for him in the trees. No tell. Forces forward. Shad has been spotted, but TP back coming in. In fact, they've got a lot of it. Maybe OG again have pushed a little too far. Seb heading over, but no black hole for 90 seconds. There's going to be a buyback from Boom. Viking looking to punish OG. They're going a little too deep. Topson trying to finish off Celery, but there isn't enough damage. Topson has to jump out to the side. OG's got to get out there. The tornado won't quite clip mid-1. Toby will. Jumps in with a crush. They're on top of the Art Warden. Mid-1's trying to run, but he cannot get away from the bashes. Mid-1 goes down. Cloud, that would have been fine. An instant re-smoke there from Viking GG, so trying to come back in and catch OG off guard. They'll commit with the Moonlight Shadow. Let's see what sort of set they can get. Got that great ward down and looking them all the info round. To line up the arrow. No tell. They're going to silence. Look to take him out. The Saxa buys time for him. Comes in with snowball to get him out to the side. They've lost the Arc Ward, and now Viking hit the push for more. A buyback from mid-1 comes in. Toby committing on to No-Tail. Notes for getting low. Seth holding the high ground for now. Still has Blink and Black Hole ready for you. Finds an opportunity, but Shad, he's just straight in on them. Running down over towards Saxa. Saxa again with a defensive snowball. Setting himself. Toby buys back. Shad focusing down the Spectre. Do they have the damage? Shad getting with the Malefice. Stuck in the smoke screen. Shad will fall. Seth comes in on the side. He's got the Black Hole for 2 more. Catches Aramis. In fact, Toby ends up walking into it. He fought back for this. He's got to run. Topson's hot on the chase. The final proc for the Miona kills him off as mid-1 gets the triple. OG secure the team fight, and with that, the Roshan as well by the looks of it. Topson, he's still not done. He's looking over for Celery, and Celery just in time. Chasing down with the Dust. The Dust does connect onto the turn, and Toby trying to close the gap. He's already used the blink, but the Tornado clips onto No-Tail. No-Tail got to be left behind, but he actually gets a chance to pop the overgrowth. BKB committed by Toby as he's spin on the back up there. Grease pop as well, loaded out Shad. He's on the back with the horn. He's looking towards mid-1 for the BKB set. He's got the Black Hole control onto Shad. Shad, can they keep him alive with the BKB already out? Was it enough? Followed up on the Black Hole to kill Shad off. So Shad's still alive. He takes down mid-1. Mid-1's out for 2 minutes. No buyback. Shad, he heads over towards No-Tail. Topson jumps back across the smoke screens now. They force Shad over to the side, but he's been nullified. He's trying to get out of the tricks of the train, but he cannot do so. He's slowed down, taken out. Shad's out of the game. So is Celery. Is Topson in with the cleanup. Triple kill for the Ricky.
Shad commits to the Abyssal.
On the side, Topson, yeah, he's playing around with Shad. Shad's been held aside by the smoke screen. Arrow comes in. Toby with the BKB, trying for Saxa, but Saxa's so tanky with that living armor buff. He cannot do anything about the Tusky. Now has to back away. That's the BKB down for Toby. Over to the side, Boom in trouble. He's chasing with the five. Don't tell me the overthrow intercept. Jumping over to the Black Hole, finds Boom and finds Aramis. Immediate buyback from Boom. They need it as Celery goes down. Toby falls as well. Multiple buybacks coming out from Viking. Shad, he's coming in with the BKB and the horn, trying to find when he's staying on top of the arc corner. Can they get mid one away? Shad turns over towards Notel. Notel still alive, finally falls, but Shad, he's trying his best to bring them all down, but he cannot do so. He falls. Tornado comes out. Is it enough damage to clip Saxa? It isn't. Saxa will stay alive. They just didn't have enough there, Viking, to take the fight against OG. Even with the 3 buybacks, they couldn't turn it around.
So looking for a fight down bottom. He's level 25.
He's on Boom. To Boom. There's no save for Boom. Dead for over 100 seconds. OG cleaning up Roche and cleaning up the base. In fact, they're just gonna leave Roche. They know that these are heroes out without buybacks available. It's time to close it up. There we have it. GG's call.
Yeah, they call it.
OG, ladies and gentlemen, taking game 1 of this best of 3. And Viking, in regards to the play, they certainly get...
I mean, it's really interesting the way that they've actually decided to go for this. It's very out of the...
Well, what does it offer in the position 1?
I think he can be fine, yeah. He's super elusive, and when you're playing versus limited lockdown, he can just mess with stuff a lot, and he is playing versus some limited lockdown, so I think he could have a pretty good time. Out the wing to kill the secondary one. Saxa making a move bottom. He wants to help mid one.
Yeah, it's got to help. Anytime they sort of start getting aggressive here, Toby and Aramis, they've got to have backup to protect mid one.
All good. Thompson survives. And Saxa continuing to be active.
That bottom. Kind of going on to Nota, but Nota's got the stick guy with the living armor. They're turning on to Toby. They'll be able to get the kill onto him. Aramis is trying to finish it off, but he's got to run away from mid one. Damage between the two of them too much. Aramis trying to juke. He'll tell him the range drop. He felt that he could get the kill on Nota, but he couldn't. Indeed, that range drop saves him at the same time.
Or he gets lassoed and dies there.
Bottom. Nota. On to Aramis, but mid-one being a little cautious as Toby comes in with the TP. Notel actually doing so much damage alone to Aramis, nearly bringing him down. Toby will be able to stop Notel. Down with the crush, but bounce and sit for Notel. Saxon's over with the snowball. They're going to start firing off the Mortimer's kisses. Doing good damage with that crush. They're kind of turning it around. They'll be able to get the 2 kills in response. They won't quite be able to get a hit on mid-one, so not enough to slow him down and set up for Vikings to chase for more. But Viking going to be quite a good timing on his BKB.
Absolutely. There is 2 BKB piercing disables, though. 3 of them, in fact, and a global. So, lots of different things they do have with his bottom. They really want this tower. OG, they're doubling down, bringing 3-4 heroes.
Shab will be able to finish off the tower. See how many lives they lose because of this, as Aramis will be left. Saxa guards out. They've grabbed another Notel, closing the gap with the lead. You see the knockback from the flame break. The tower, but it does cost them the lives of both supports. Out of the game, out of the lane every time that he comes back into it.
See what they can do top here, though. They have the defusal.
So they've got the kisses coming out to mid-one. Does out as well. Mid-one being surrounded. The silence does kick into Boom, but mid-one will fall. Able to use their resources to take down one, but on the side, the fight continues as Shad and Aramis find themselves the kill onto. Maybe they get that. They're going to get Sevens what they are.
Okay, big return kills there.
Prepared to jump into the pit when they see OG going for it. OG wants to catch them beforehand.
On Thompson. He was already hitting hard.
Yeah. And we saw mid-one get pretty farmed on the Arc 1 last game. You know, Thompson's seen it as a challenge to try and outdo it.
All the shards.
Boom. Got BKB ready to pop it. Feels threatened, and he's going to use Notel. Holds him back over through the BKB with the overgrowth. Global silence comes out. Shad trying to commit up to Notel. The Weed will get the kill, but now with the silence and the control, Shad's in trouble. Does still manage to get the time that's off in time, but he's going to fall so low.
Mid-one.
Is he going to tick down to the curse? Then on top of mid-one, Toby's managed to be able to finish the silencer. And now Toby's alone as Thompson and Saxa surround him. The Slardar will fall. Jump ball from Seb. He's got the lasso. He's managed to catch out Boom as Boom dragged back over. Can Vikings do anything to save him? They cannot. Boom's out of the game for 70. Finally pop the fortification. OG, they're not going anywhere. They're standing it on the high ground. Another curse out. Again with the bubble. Shad does manage to get in to get the double, but he's got very close to them. Time-lapse shoots to get out to the side. Seb, he found the jump onto Aramis. Bring him back. Global silence is out. The BKB's there, but again the overgrowth straight away after the BKB. Pops down the SF. Shad's got to get out of there. Aramis is going to fall. As they just cannot fight OG. They don't have the heroes or the items. OG are just too far ahead. Viking GG, they cannot tackle OG at all.
Celery. nearly dying to the double too, as well as Aramis. Just these hits.
Chad, extra bit of control. The Silence is going to chase down the Weaver with the snowball. And looking over to Toby as well. He's boomed up. Shax is going to TP out underneath the tower. He's going to get away with it. Getting in that close, that aggressive, and also able to escape. Boom. Leading the way. Got wars that, but I mean, they see each other here. Both teams with the jump. It's going to be Seb first to jump those straight up with the last of the Toby's in with the counterplay, comes in with the crush. Seb, everybody going to yucked off in time. They're able to hit Boom off the cliff. The cookie, Boom turns over towards Seb. Seb's going to go down. The living armor from Tail, not enough to save him. Thompson's TPing out of it. They're trying to back away. Shad over to the side. He's tying up the two of them. Boom gets the second kill. Shad's still alive, has been cursed, still has the BKB and the time lapse to rely on. Mid one and no-killer hunting him, but the rest of Viking could sweep over to try and connect. Chad going back in. She does mean that curse is going to last for quite some time, but so not enough to kill him. He picks up the demon edge, he gets out of there.
Big last moments, but Toxin has now arrived. It's a neutral item. Aramis is able to get, I think it was what, a parry fire or something? Greater parry fire, it looked like. SF are getting very close to having very similar timings.
That's going in. See what he can do. Hotel's in the trees already. Silence takes poke aside. Thompson going with attempts to double. No Toby. With the overgrowth, they got the grab on the slide out. Toby's out of the game, but he has got buyback. No tail. He slides to the side. He's able to live. BKB pop by Shad as Shad starts to back away. Boom with the BKB. Trying to commit with the ult, but straight away the global silence comes in, and now Boom. He's got nothing else to protect himself. Has just got the one charges. Thompson trying to chase this with the double. The Spark Race getting laid down. Boom and Celery, they've got to juke this out. The focus going to be paired over the way towards the Chen, but Boom, he's dodging the Spark Race. Toby comes in with a crush. He's got the catch on to Seb. The Bobble's going to be laid down as misses are flying over, pushing OG back, but Thompson's still able to chain onto Toby. The cookie gets Toby back towards the fountain, and Toby will survive. He's able to get back just in time to the fountain region to keep him alive, but there's two dead on Viking GG. OG's got the full squad up as they clean up the top racks, and now over towards mid they go.
Here it comes. Thrown after the SF.
Straight in. Oh, it's going to work. Over the snowball. The counter plays up, but it does allow him to kill off Thompson the one. It kills Thompson once, and now with the stun on the two, they can turn. It's Saxa. Thompson with his second life jump straight to the side with the blink dagger. Now focusing on fire straight onto Boom. Boom trying to get the race out, but Boom goes down. Boom's going to be back in with the buyback. Thompson is chasing, jumping forward with the E-Blade blink build on his double. He gets the kill. Boom, the only man left standing as he's forced back to the fountain. It was a beautiful attempt. It was a beautiful attempt. And it just wasn't enough. Thompson even killing off Boom inside of the fountain. Jad's shot turn things. They are low. Has managed to time lapse mid one. Will go down. The E-Blade hit not there in time to stop the final right click. And with the second E-Blade, it looks like Shad will die for his efforts. And with all five dead, no buybacks, there should be room for OG to close this one up. As GG is called, and indeed OG will take game two. This time around with much more of a lead, but once again, Viking GG, you gotta give them credit where it's due. These guys, they're fighting despite how far back